For many years, India struggled with sanitation. Open defecation was common. This practice was not just limited to remote villages, but was also prevalent in many urban areas. The lack of proper sanitation facilities forced people to use open fields, railway tracks, and even roadsides as their toilets. This means people went to the toilet in the open, instead of using toilets. This practice posed serious health risks, including the spread of diseases such as cholera, diarrhea, and typhoid. It also contaminated water sources, making it unsafe for drinking and cooking. This was a problem in both rural and urban areas. In cities, slums often lacked basic sanitation facilities, leading to overcrowded and unsanitary living conditions. In rural areas, the absence of toilets was a common sight, with many households not having access to even the most basic sanitation infrastructure. There were many reasons for this. One reason was poverty. Many families could not afford to build toilets in their homes. The cost of construction materials and labor was beyond their reach, leaving them with no choice but to defecate in the open. Many people could not afford to build toilets in their homes. Additionally, the lack of government support and subsidies for toilet construction further exacerbated the problem. Without financial assistance, building a toilet remained a distant dream for many. Another reason was a lack of awareness. Many people did not understand the health risks associated with open defecation. Public awareness campaigns were limited and often failed to reach the most affected communities. People did not always understand the importance of sanitation. Basic hygiene practices, such as washing hands with soap, were not widely practiced. This lack of knowledge contributed to the spread of diseases and poor health outcomes. The government did not always prioritize sanitation. Political leaders often focused on other issues, leaving sanitation on the back burner. This lack of political will resulted in inadequate policies and insufficient funding for sanitation projects. There was a lack of investment in sanitation infrastructure. Many projects were left incomplete and existing facilities were poorly maintained. This neglect led to the deterioration of the already limited sanitation infrastructure. This included things like toilets, sewage systems, and waste treatment plants. Without proper investment, these essential facilities fell into disrepair, further compounding the sanitation crisis. The lack of proper sanitation had a significant impact on India. It affected public health, the environment, and the overall quality of life. Addressing this issue required a multifaceted approach, involving government action, community participation, and increased awareness. The impact of poor sanitation was immense. It affected the health, safety, and dignity of millions of Indians. Diseases like diarrhea, cholera, and typhoid were widespread. Children were particularly vulnerable. Open defecation also posed safety risks, especially for women. They often had to wait until dark to relieve themselves, making them vulnerable to harassment and assault. The practice was also linked to social stigma and shame. The lack of sanitation infrastructure further compounded the problem. Inadequate sewage systems led to overflowing drains and contaminated water sources. This exacerbated the spread of diseases and created an unhygienic environment. In 2014, India launched a major initiative to address its sanitation crisis. This initiative was a response to the dire need for improved hygiene and cleanliness across the country, especially in rural areas where open defecation was a common practice. The lack of proper sanitation facilities had long been a significant public health issue, contributing to the spread of diseases and affecting the quality of life for millions of Indians. It was called the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, or Clean India Mission. This mission aimed to bring about a sweeping change in the way sanitation was perceived and practiced in India. The campaign sought to instill a sense of responsibility and ownership among the citizens towards maintaining cleanliness in their surroundings. This campaign was different. It was launched with a lot of publicity and political will. Unlike previous efforts, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan received unprecedented support from various sectors of society, including political leaders, celebrities, and the general public. The extensive media coverage helped in spreading the message far and wide, making it a household name. Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself championed the cause. He took a personal interest in the mission, often participating in cleanliness drives and encouraging others to do the same. His involvement added significant weight to the campaign, inspiring many to join the movement. This mission had a clear goal: to make India open defecation free. The focus was on building the necessary infrastructure and changing the mindset of people towards using toilets. The government recognized that merely constructing toilets was not enough. It was equally important to educate people about the benefits of using them. The government pledged to build millions of toilets across the country. This massive construction effort was aimed at providing every household with access to a toilet, thereby reducing the practice of open defecation. The initiative also included the construction of community toilets in areas where individual household toilets were not feasible. They also focused on raising awareness about sanitation and hygiene. Educational programs and community meetings were organized to inform people about the importance of cleanliness and the health risks associated with poor sanitation practices. These efforts were crucial in ensuring the long-term success of the mission. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was not just a government program. It was a movement that sought to involve every citizen in the quest for a cleaner India. The campaign encouraged people to take personal responsibility for the cleanliness of their surroundings and to actively participate in community sanitation efforts. It was a call to action for all Indians. The mission aimed to create a sense of collective responsibility and to foster a culture of cleanliness that would be passed down to future generations. By involving people from all walks of life, the campaign sought to create a lasting impact on the nation's sanitation practices. Celebrities, schools, and community groups joined the movement. Their participation helped in garnering more attention and support for the mission. Schools played a crucial role in educating children about the importance of hygiene, while community groups organized cleanliness drives and other activities to promote the cause. They spread the message of sanitation and encouraged people to use toilets. Volunteers and activists worked tirelessly to ensure that the message of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan reached every corner of the country. Their efforts were instrumental in changing attitudes towards sanitation and in making the mission a success. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan led to the construction of millions of toilets across India. The government provided financial assistance to households to build toilets. They also constructed community toilets in areas where space was limited. The focus was not just on building toilets, but on ensuring their use. The government launched information campaigns to promote toilet use. They also recruited volunteers to go door to door to educate people. The campaign recognized that building toilets was only part of the solution. Changing long-held habits and social norms was crucial. The government emphasized the link between sanitation and dignity, particularly for women. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan had a significant impact on India. One of the most notable achievements was the reduction in open defecation. The number of people defecating in the open decreased dramatically. This led to a decline in waterborne diseases. The campaign also contributed to improved safety for women. With access to toilets, women no longer had to risk their safety by going out at night. This newfound freedom empowered women and enhanced their social standing. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan also fostered a sense of community and collective responsibility. People came together to build and maintain toilets. They participated in cleanliness drives and spread awareness about sanitation. Despite the progress, challenges remain. One of the biggest challenges is sewage management. Building toilets is only the first step. India needs to invest in efficient sewage systems to treat and dispose of waste properly. Another challenge is ensuring the sustainability of sanitation efforts. This includes promoting water conservation and exploring eco-friendly sanitation solutions. There is a need to make toilets accessible to people with disabilities. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan primarily focused on ending open defecation. Now, India needs to broaden its sanitation goals. This includes addressing issues like solid waste management and the safe disposal of menstrual hygiene products. While building infrastructure is important, changing behavior is equally crucial. The government continues to run awareness campaigns. These campaigns promote hand washing, safe water practices, and the proper use and maintenance of toilets. Schools are playing a vital role in instilling sanitation values in young minds. Children are taught about hygiene and sanitation. They, in turn, educate their families and communities, creating a ripple effect of change. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has succeeded in creating a sense of ownership among citizens. People are becoming more aware of their responsibility in maintaining clean and hygienic surroundings. India has made remarkable progress in its sanitation journey. Over the past decade, significant strides have been made in improving access to clean and safe sanitation facilities. From bustling urban centres to the most remote rural villages, the landscape of sanitation in India has been transformed. Modern toilets and improved hygiene practices are becoming more common, reflecting the nation's commitment to better health and well-being for its citizens. However, the journey is far from over. Despite these advancements, many areas still face significant challenges. In rural regions and crowded urban slums, makeshift toilets and outdated sanitation infrastructure remain prevalent. These conditions pose serious health risks and highlight the ongoing need for improvement. Sustained efforts are needed to ensure that every Indian has access to safe and hygienic sanitation facilities. This includes not only building new infrastructure but also maintaining and upgrading existing systems. Education and awareness campaigns are crucial to encourage proper hygiene practices, such as regular hand washing and the use of clean toilets. The government needs to continue investing in sanitation infrastructure. Ongoing support and funding are essential to build new facilities and upgrade old ones. Government officials play a key role in overseeing these projects and ensuring they meet the required standards. Partnerships with NGOs and community organizations will be crucial. These groups are often on the front lines, working directly with communities to address their specific needs. They can provide valuable insights and resources to help implement effective sanitation solutions. They can help reach remote areas and marginalized communities. Volunteers and outreach programs are vital in ensuring that no one is left behind. By working together, we can make sure that even the most isolated and disadvantaged populations have access to proper sanitation. Technology can also play a role in finding innovative solutions for sanitation challenges. From mobile apps that track sanitation needs to advanced water purification systems, technological advancements can help bridge gaps and provide sustainable solutions. The focus should be on creating a comprehensive sanitation ecosystem. This means integrating various components such as waste management, water purification, and community sanitation hubs to create a holistic approach to sanitation. This includes everything from building toilets to managing waste and promoting behavior change. Effective waste management systems are crucial to prevent contamination and ensure a clean environment. Additionally, promoting behavior change through education and awareness is key to sustaining these improvements. The goal is to create a cleaner, healthier, and more dignified India. By working together and continuing to invest in sanitation, we can ensure a brighter future for all Indians, where everyone has access to the basic human right of safe and hygienic sanitation. India's journey towards better sanitation is an inspiring one. The Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has shown the world that with political will and public participation, even deeply entrenched problems can be tackled. The progress made so far gives hope for a future where every Indian has access to safe and dignified sanitation. The fight for a cleaner India is not just about building toilets, it is about building a healthier, safer, and more equitable society. It is about restoring dignity and improving the quality of life for millions of Indians. As India continues its sanitation revolution, the dream of a Swachh Bharat, a clean India, is within reach.